I'm going to bring up my brother, Dominicano, representing Washington Heights in the Bronx, brother Adriano Espaillat.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Well, unemployment is low. Price of gas is going down, so that should have an impact at the supermarket. And now we're going to tax 150 greedy corporations the way they should be taxed. The economy's coming back. And we're going to make sure that inflation is going to be crushed. We're going to crush inflation like an Aaron Judge grand slam in Yankee Stadium. And so this is a great moment. And, I represent, as my brother Bowman said, the Bronx and Northern Manhattan. And in the Bronx, we have the zip codes that had the toughest COVID numbers in the country, in the West Bronx. And people died there not just because of the virus, but because of diabetes. They died there not just because of the virus, they died there because of asthma. They died there not just because of the virus, they died there because of respiratory and cardiovascular problems. And the only way you can treat those underlying conditions is if you have access to health care and you can pay for your medication. So this bill is perhaps the best post-COVID-19 recovery action that we have taken so far. It will save lives. And seniors will not longer have to ration their insulin. They're literally rationing their insulin so they can pay their rent and buy food at the supermarket. That cannot continue to happen in America. The environment. The environment. I have an 8-year-old grandson who suffers from asthma. He smells peanut butter and he breaks into rashes. He breaks into rashes. The environment is so much connected to this asthma thing going on in the Bronx where he lives. He was born in Washington Heights, but he lives in the Bronx. And so we want to help him. We want to help my grandson. We want to make sure he doesn't break into a rash when he smells peanut butter. He loves peanut butter, but he can't eat it. And so the way to do that is to invest in the environment. And this EJ provision, $60 billion for environmental justice. I was at a street on 238th Street the other morning, no trees, and the melting asphalt brought the temperature maybe to 125 degrees. And so we need to plant trees. They help us breathe. It's simple. This is not complicated stuff. This is very simple stuff. We make it complicated when we don't act. And we're acting today. And this is a progressive victory because it's an American victory. And American values and progressive values are one of a kind. They're not different. I don't know any American that wants to ration their insulin or have to pay exuberant amount of monies in co-payments or have to pay the prices for prescription drugs that the pharmaceutical companies tell them to do. So this is truly a progressive victory and an American victory. And I thank the Congressional Progressive Caucus for their leadership. Often is referred to also as the conscience. It's not just the conscience. The conscience is like an esoteric world. It's the backbone of Congress. It's the backbone of Congress. And so I thank them for their work. Pramila has done an excellent job leading the caucus, and just keep the faith. Thank you.